Hey everybody, so here's an update progress on the shrink machine from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So this is a 1:1 scale prop. It's leaning just a little bit because of the way the shop is. The actuators and everything is leaning a little bit. So let's go ahead and check out what's been done to the shrink machine. So I do have down here controllers that control most of the shrink machine, just hanging out in my pocket. So it has a 4-position movement where it can go down, up, point down, or point up towards the sky. Now, Arduinos. We have an Arduino running this effect and an Arduino running the pulsing effect. So we've hid down in here some LEDs to create the pulse effect when he brings something back to size from the first film, Wayne Szalinski. We got the controller from the first film with some playability. Now this is accurate, but this is not accurate. We got the baseball. Got our main switch to turn on our laser. This is our laser right here. We got our sights and rail. So our sights. And then we got the AC-1 NRC. So this is the correct rail and sight from the film. We've got the Sony Handycam and the viewfinder. So these are not working together yet. They will be. Now, these extra lights here are not part of the movie. I added them for when we go to Comic Cons and stuff like that to give it some added effect for people's enjoyment, basically. Something to draw people in. Now, there's actually a chain drive system in the movie that lifts and lowers this. To save on weight, I went ahead and did actuators. So there's 4 actuators on here that allow it to move up and down. And then all of the gears here are wooden, and these are real gears. So it has been signed by Wayne Szalinski's daughter, Amy Szalinski, Amy O'Neill. Now, I started with wood dowels here, and I swapped those out for copper. The screen use prop, well, there's the hero prop, there's a stump prop. So they use between copper and brass. You'll see that change throughout the movie and when he's beating it up and knocking all the parts everywhere. So we have our little people right here waiting to be unshrunk. All the motherboards came out of Sony equipment. Everything's Sony. So the motherboards are out of DVD players and home theater systems. So our pigtail going up to the top right there. It all hooks in at the top. So I didn't have dimensions. There's no dimensions on the scissor lift. And that was all created by 2 pieces of aluminum currently, which I would like to get this actually laser cut, a nice big thick piece, 4 of them at some point. We got the stops right here. And then I actually did this with hole saws. Cut this through. Now my motor is not accurate, but it's just there for now for looks. As you can see, this loosens up and can come off. So that way it can travel in the car. So it goes in the car, and we've taken it to Bakersfield, which was a 3-hour drive, an 1.5-hour drive to Pasadena. So you can control the top here. You have 9 and 12 volts running here. We got a little smoke machine right there. That's to create the liquid nitrogen effect. So I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. So it's just vape juice, non-tobacco vape juice. And that gives you the look from the film of the liquid nitrogen. So really nice effect. Now, also in the movie, it has the overload effect from part 2 where it smokes. So that smoke machine is down at the bottom. So that's a bigger, like a Spirits Halloween style smoker to create that effect. Now these are not screen accurate. At some point I need to replace them, but they will do for now. So we have the part 2 control panels, which are still kind of apart, but everything on here works. This has 18 different sounds. So you would flip one switch to activate everything. and coming through here. So just like part 2. So these can come off and be mounted here on the side of the shrink machine. So it's a dual purpose laser, part 1 and part 2. Here's how you control down here the actuators. Coming down to the bottom, oh, I forgot. Here's the switches for sound bites. So the bottom is not screen accurate. I just kind of pulled something out of my head. I bought a cart. I bought some old CNC panels, control panels, and offer up. And I took them apart and took the parts that I wanted. So we got the adapter there for the generator, like you see in the first film. This is our primary. Had custom badges made. And then this will be different sounds. High voltage, just some added effects there. Now there's nothing inside of here. I did have stuff, but to save weight, I removed it. In the film, there's nothing in here. Going around to the other side, I have a CNC control panel that will soon be interactive. We'll be playing the movie and different parts of the movie from here. Kids come up and they can play with this, which we've already tested, and kids have a great time just playing with it. It's completely interactive for the whole family. Everybody can come and play with the machine when we're at conventions. It's fun for all ages. So we got our speaker right there, and our Wayne Zielinski Labs on the front, and the metal mesh is to keep kids from out of here. So the only person to crawl in there was actually my son, who's 2. But it's a great piece. There's a lot more work to be done. This will be removed and upgraded with steel. This will be upgraded to an accurate. This will be removed and accurately installed. So this is the full firing position. So this is over 6 feet tall currently. And I'll put in my temporary laser to show the effect. I don't have the power source for the screen accurate laser. So I'll take the baseball down. So just for fun, our laser there. So everything is lined up. You just got to get it through there. And for your smoke effect, looks like it's recharging. There we go. You just add a little bit of smoke and you get your laser sight. That's really cool. So with this angled correctly, it does go into here. I just got to install a mirror where it comes out the center. Now this is not screen accurate. This is way too big, but this is how I figured out how to build everything by this 3D print piece. Came from a file about that big from Thingiverse. So I blew it up, figured out my scale, and built the machine from there. And it is really an amazing piece with all the lights and effects, everything you would want in your shrink machine replica prop. And the fact that it's fully animated and everyone can come and enjoy it and play with it. I've started working with, Amy Zielinski, Amy O'Neill, and we're going to be doing some stuff with Russell. A big signing coming up here on May 4th at Free Comic Book Day. So this can point nearly all the way to the ground or all the way to the ceiling. And it is a fantastic piece. It does everything I want it to do. There's just always little things to upgrade and change and work to do on it. But as far as a completed prop that has the look, the effects, the screen accurate parts, it even excites the original actors from the film. I mean, you couldn't ask for more than that. So you can check out Doc's Prop Shop on Facebook or Instagram. Step by step on how I built everything and how it works. Thanks everybody for checking out the Shrink Machine from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.